We're back now. Sorry, guys. There was some technical issues. But yeah, we are back. Sorry about that. It's been a minute, so I'm still getting my stuff set up. Alright, let's get this text box. This text box is awful. Let's fix the chat box. Font settings, we want white, yeah. There we go. Alright, why is the chat room not working? Oh, that's... I should be on, should be going live on Twitch as well, but this is having some real difficulty. Hey everyone. Alright, we're back now. Yeah. I've been doing well. It's been a minute. Thanks for the love, people. I'm gonna be doing more of these streams. I mean, this is on Twitch as well now, but generally I do more streams on Twitch, so if that's the sort of thing that you might want to follow, I am live over on Twitch now. The link should be in the description. It's just twitch.tv/polyphonic. Yeah, great. Glad to see it's working on Twitter. On not Twitter, Twitch. You know how it is. Oh, let's shrink this font size a little. That's ugly and not great. Okay, that's too small. Is that better? Oh, hey, Emily, what's up? I'm featuring in one of Adequate Emily's videos soon lately. You should check her out. She's very adequate. Yeah. So today, we are going to be making a thumbnail for a project, that I've got coming up in November. As you can probably guess, it's gonna be about Zeppelin. Do I have any updates on Reset with Nerdstalgic? I do not. I haven't heard from him in a minute. He's a very busy guy though, so you know how it is. Yeah. Alright, if you want to listen along, I'm listening to Led Zeppelin 1 right now. Give me a second to get my fonts in fair and stuff like that. Yeah, if you guys want to, I might like answer some questions, but mostly I'm going to be focusing on making the art. So if you really want to ask a question, you can tip or super chat and I'll try to get to it, but mostly this is just going to be a pretty chill stream. So I think the first thing that I need is, I mean, the thing about designing for Led Zeppelin is Led Zeppelin have such impeccable graphic design that it's hard to stray too much, especially when it comes to fonts. Like their font is so good. Actually, they have a couple fonts that are so good. Oh, would I be down to give a talk on music stuff or video editing? I absolutely would. No, that font's not right. But yeah, I absolutely would. Hit me up in my Twitter DMs. I would love to talk about this stuff. This font is not... This isn't right. Let me find... All right. Uh, we need. This isn't. It's not quite right. No, the problem isn't the font color. The problem is that that's not. It's not accurate to what the Zeppelin font is, but it's close, but it's not the same. I mean, they've done some different. They've had some different fonts too. My personal favorite Led Zeppelin album. Thank you, Vance Jacobs, for the tip. My personal favorite Zeppelin album is probably Houses of the Holy. Houses of the Holy is just really remarkable. Especially the whole intro suite. Going into Rain Song. See the differences between these fonts? Like, one is trying to be the other, but this guy is a lot better. Um, um, okay. Well, let's get back to that. We want. I did not mean to pop you out there. Oh God. There we go. Oh. But yeah, going back to the Super Jack question. Houses of the Holy. I think the first side especially is basically perfect. It's like I've listened to that album countless times. Over the Hills and Far Away is one of my favorite songs. The Rain Song is one of my favorite songs. Slim Jimmy, no problem. Covering Dylan is my genuine pleasure. Like, Dylan, I could do Dylan videos all day, every day. I could be a Dylan channel, and I probably wouldn't get bored of it. He's such an interesting artist. No, we're gonna go for our own font here. We're gonna try. When in doubt, go Oh No Blazeface. Because it's Oh No Blazeface has this very kind of like 60s and 70s design sense to it. Oh, there we go. No. All right, we're gonna go to my most popular my most unpopular music opinion is that all music is good. That's really not a popular opinion. A lot of people struggle with that. Okay. I want a gradient map. Let's call it some. Oh, honestly, that's pretty striking like that. So this is the thing with graphic design is you spend a lot of time messing around and then you click something just kind of like on a whim and it looks like this. It looks phenomenal. Because what I was going to do... Ooh, that is pretty nice too, though. Oh, which one's... I think that's more striking. That's an... I should remember that for the color palette. That's a really nice color palette. But there's something very striking about this. And I feel like... I feel like... yeah, that's a happy little accident. That's exactly it, KD Guitar. By the way, that's a reminder. KD Guitar said that on Twitch. I do more of my live streams on Twitch. Twitch just has a much better streaming like interface and is just better designed for streaming. So if you want to, if you want to check it out, I highly recommend it. It basically is what I'm saying. Follow my Twitch in the description. I forgot how hard it is to focus on multiple things as I'm doing. Well, the problem is also that I have ADHD, which has informed a lot of my video making, by the way. There's a reason my videos jump around and change style and all of these things, because I get very bored. Um, but it makes it hard to. My brain's jumping to a bunch of different things at once. So it can be hard to keep up. John Cat, I mentioned lo-fi beats to study to in one of my videos already, in my video on degraded media. Um, I'm very interested in the whole lo-fi phenomenon. But I I don't really have that much to say about it, other than it's kind of cool and interesting. So, oh, this is what is this project? Well, you'll but see now that also looks good. But no, that's sick. We just got to do some brushing here, which we can pretty easily do. We just need to take a brush. Doesn't even need to be a fancy brush because it's all under this. We give it some softness and put it on dissolve, and I can brush in some light. Oh yeah, you need to be. That's the trick. Everything kind of needs to be inverted. Brush in some light and then soft light it. What up, Raven Sheeps? Yeah, Twitch chat. I'll be back on you. I'll be back on you more hopefully, and certainly in the new year. It's just been really busy for me here. This is a really this is a really useful trick to anyone who. Are any of you watching at all for the Photoshop stuff? Do you want any tips? Because basically this is a white layer on soft light, with a noisy brush, and then you can just kind of lighten the background up where that's a lot less legible than this is. Um, the other thing I'm thinking too, though, is I could make this color scheme a bit more kind of like orange, and red, because that's kind of the like how Zeppelin do it. But I don't want to ditch the pink. I think the pink kicks ass. Um, cool. Well, I will give you all of the Photoshop tips in the world, adequate Emily. Um, okay, cool. Ooh, I still have a problem though where it's not quite. Zeppelin month still isn't quite legible like I want it to be. Like, it's fine up close, but from far away when you see it as a thumbnail, it's not quite as legible as I want it to be. So, what if we put what if we put a lighter picture of oh yeah, it reminds you of when you peel the Velvet Underground banana. Yeah, that's great. Past scroller. Recommendation for someone getting into Talking Heads. Remain in Light is probably the easiest entrance point. You haven't sent me the new thumbnail, Emily. Um, oh, I also had another option though too. Maybe this will be better with the lighting. I mean, I think this is a better image, but I have another Hindenburg image. That's also. I don't think this is quite as striking. What do you guys think? Um, I don't think this is as striking as the first one. By the way, this is a reminder. If you wanna ask me a question, or if you just want to support me, super chats are really helpful. Super chats and tips do kind of help the channel out, and make it so that my time is worth it. How did I adopt my insane editing style? See, now that is a good question because that goes all the way back down to. Can I not add another outer glow? I can only add one glow, but if I add a drop shadow, um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. How my graphic design started on. If any of you were on the internet in the like early 2010s, late 2000s, you probably spent a lot of time on forums, right? Chat boards and stuff like that. Thank you for listening to Ghost Notes, Lucas. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, people should check out Ghost Notes. But I was doing, I essentially I was on a chat board, and I started out making, no, not like Muse an image board. I was on hockey boards, a lot of hockey forums, yeah. And we would make signatures of hockey players that we liked. And so that's how I first started to learn Photoshop and stuff like that. And then it started to grow. And the biggest thing that I can say, with Polyphonic, getting to the point I am now, is I just did it a lot, like if you go back and look at my early videos, yeah, exactly, Neanderthals, the big ugly signatures, exactly. I probably still have one I could dig up. Let me see if I can dig one up here, and open it up for you guys. There we go. This I've been playing with different glow contours lately. All of my stuff lately is kind of a lot more like yeah, I'm a Leafs fan, Emily. It's a miserable existence. You don't even talk to me about the fucking Bruins. Make the window bigger. Like it's basically as big as it can be streaming. Um, I can pull this out more and maybe up a bit more if that helps make the layers more visible. Is that better? Um, uh, hey, you got a DX7 because of me. That's really cool. Um, but yeah, what I was saying with my editing stuff is just keep editing and also just look at other stuff with an editor's eye. Like what I've been doing a lot lately is when you look at old like films and stuff from the 60s, there's a lot of simple effects they use, like the gradient map I've got here. Like that's something that's a very kind of 60s effect. And then pay attention to the typefaces. And like if you look at most text on screen and old stuff, it's slightly out of focus and fuzzy, just because of whatever the technology is at the time. And so that's something I've been doing a lot that really makes things pop a little bit. I got a super chat from Munkund Kishore. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I do have public playlists on Spotify. My Spotify is Watch Polyphonic. I don't have a ton, but I've got some playlists that you can follow, and some I've made here too. Oh, thank you for the tip. Take a seat. Thank you. Way to take a seat. Um, Thank you. Thank you. $10. That's really nice. Thank you guys. Um, Here, I'm gonna in YouTube chat. I'm about to link. Here's my Spotify. I don't do a ton of stuff. I've been trying to do more, but there's some cool stuff there. I like to think so, at least. There's some good playlists. This is different than the playlists that I use this is different than the playlists that I listen to on my own. Sometimes I'll listen to these, but these are kind of more organized things. My public playlists are a lot more thought is put into them. Sometimes I'll just throw things on a playlist when I'm not public. All right. So I think we want some curves on this. Do I have a favorite recent video? I think my Echoes video is one of the greatest things I've ever made. Oh, actually, speaking of the Echoes video, I wanna throw this to you guys. So you know how the Hendrix video, the audio didn't like got blocked, and so I needed to make it so that you sync it up. Um, there's a lot of there's a lot of people that said they really enjoy that. And I was wondering if maybe I should upload a version of my Pink Floyd video without the audio synced, where you guys just sync it yourself. Is that something you guys would partake in? I ruined it with the curves. I ruined it with the curves. Yes, the walk on by vid too. I would love to do it with those, with my audiovisual companions. So basically, would you watch something where I upload a version without audio so you can sync so you can, sync yourself to it, like listen on your own and sync up to it. Thank you. I like making people cry in a good way. Luke HP, will I ever do a 21 Pilots video? Have I got news for you? I already did one. Here, I did one 2 years ago. There you go. Do I feel like I'm eating Skittles when I listen to some Radiohead? Yeah, I guess. Is that like a euphemism, or do you just literally mean eating Skittles? Maybe I should have like something here that's like no, Zeppelin month is not as big a product. Yeah, something like that. Just the extra text looks good, but we got to get it in here. Um 08.11.21. Vacation breakdown. Always the same. Also, if you wanna recommend me a song for me to listen to, I'll try to get to them all. I'll add it to the queue. I'll add it to the queue if you super chat and tell me which song to listen to. The story behind Tarantino Acid Trip was that was a Patreon request for a Patreon request for a playlist, because at a certain Patreon tier you used to be able to get playlists. But then what was I gonna say? And yeah, they said they liked Tarantino movies, so I decided to make a playlist theme that sounded like an acid trip in a Tarantino movie. All right, this is another easy little trick you can do here. For actually, I should just a nice little trick you can do to just focus things a little bit. I'm just gonna hand draw it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm probably not going to publish this stream. I don't think it's that exciting. But if you guys would watch it, maybe I'll throw it up on Polyphonic Live. There is a Polyphonic Live channel. It's pretty dead because I came up with it in a month when I wasn't making videos, and I had all of these ambitious... oh god, frames look very good. I had all these ambitious ideas for what I was going to do. But then I got back to making videos and was like, oh yeah, shit, videos take a lot of time and energy, and I think that's what you guys are really here for. So then we're gonna add like a fuckload of Gaussian blur on this, and see how this is creating some depth. You know, I really like having depth and stuff. It's the matter of like deciding what's depth and what's flat. Like right now, it kind of looks like you're peering in through this flame on this flat image, and the goal is to blend the text with the flat image. Though actually, if I maybe it, oh, that's interesting, because if I do that, no. Okay. Oh, this is coming together. I certainly do not know more about music than 12-tone. I can tell you that for sure. Actually, I don't know about like music conceptually. I might know more about like specific eras in music and music historically. I guess that's my area of expertise, and theory is theirs. Okay. Yes, there will be more very important chart streams. There's going to be a Halloween very important chart stream this year. Don't you worry. How old am I? I'm 27. Very close to making it through the 27 club. Very close. So I hope we do. Face reveal at 1 million subs, so get all your friends in here. Alright. I think we need a little bit more texture on top now. I don't want to... Please listen to Knolling Bones, Shake It Up. Cool. I will add it. Thank you so much. There. I've got this on now. This artwork, it's really going with the pink theme we're on, right? That's thick. I like this. I can fuck with this. Midow's doing great. Midow's doing fantastic. He's spending time with his little daughter, and she's very cute. All right, I've got a whole bunch, just a folder of resources I use. I like Shake It Up. This is good. It's got a real like old school punk vibe to it. The singer. Videos. Yeah, exactly. The outline's meant to kind of conjure film. There's going to be some fucking tips that I'm going to pull up soon though. Yeah, so I can't play the music that you guys are recommending for me out loud, unfortunately, because of copyright. But I can queue them up. So if there's something you want me to hear and give my thoughts on, please give me a super chat and I'll do it. We want some film textures. Actually, there's a folder of great film textures. This is actually a free pack I got online. I don't know where to... I guess I could dig up the link eventually. But they're just really nice film grains. And you just throw a film grain like this on and put it on multiply. And I might want to invert and screen this guy. Yeah, we want to invert this guy and screen him. There we go. Yeah, that's a good texture on screen. Do we want this above or below? Oh, that looks cool, but yeah. You're the copyright owner. You give permission. Well, thank you, Joseph Rose. But unfortunately, I would need to change my whole streaming setup to send that through. What was I gonna say? But yeah, if anyone else wants to show me a song, even if it's your song, as long as it's on Spotify, just let me know with a chat, super chat, and I'll listen to it. Yeah, so here we're gonna do all right. Now we're gonna start doing tricks with. No, we wanna add. We want to change up the curves a little bit now. I think the trick is we want. Yeah, I want a little bit of, a little bit more yellow. I might even just do this. If I put a layer like, kind of pick a color like this, kind of like beige, and then there. Hey, that made it the Matrix. That actually looks really cool too. So does that. That makes it the Matrix, but I think we want it on multiply, but we don't want it fully. We just want a little bit. Yeah, we are gonna get some vignette effect in here. We might actually want, but that's when we start playing with applied images. So for those of you who don't know about the apply image function, what it does in Photoshop is it takes the whole image, and just collapses it onto a layer. So then you can move stuff around, and like apply effects to it. So now I'm just gonna do. I like using the burn tool for some vignette. Except I think I want. Okay, I don't want it applied yet because I want the vignette to be below. I want the vignette to be below the frame. So we're just gonna go way out here. Yeah, that's the problem with the gradient map being over the. Okay, so that now we do some problem solving. Because the gradient map is over top of the frame, and that's the problem. But that sheen actually kind of looks nice. So what we want to do is we want to duplicate the gradient map. And oh no, that's the frame we want it on. And then we want that below. There we go. No. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Complicated order of operations. Yeah, I agree, Emily. The sheen's not quite right. All right. Now is the part where we can get really fun. Um, Tarantino is like that 70s style. Tarantino's inspired a lot by the 70s, so um by the way, remember if you want a question answered, super chat, you know how it is. I'm just going to shill a little bit because I like paying rent and I live in a very expensive city. So now what we can do is we can do some shit like this, where we get different copies of this guy and make it look like it's a film roll to really lean into that 60s thing. Where the wind don't blow. All right. You forgot that select subject was I usually mask everything with the pen tool just because I like having some control over it and it makes it look a bit better in my mind. I think the problem here is I don't like the ones on the side. I really like the ones on the top and bottom. But then the problem is when you don't have those on the side, you just have the original below. So then what we just want to do... Oh, Prithvi, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you find my work inspiring, and thank you for the tip. That means a lot. I really hope I can inspire people. That is something that I take great pride in. Oh yeah, you need to be... Yeah. There we go. I really like inspiring people to make their own art. Doesn't necessarily need to be video essays. Like, it can also be if you're making your own, music or anything like that, inspired by people I've shown you, just stuff like that. I really like that. I mean, this is like this is a cool like visual. Oh, and I'm definitely gonna recreate this visual. I've been thinking about what the thumbnail is going to be, and that's what it'll be. It'll be kind of like that, but it'll be actual footage of the Hindenburg crashing. All right. And now we've got one more trick up our sleeve. Oh, good. Thank you, Jinxed. It's almost time. Oh, it is almost time. Christmas season is coming. Some very important chart is coming for Christmas. We don't know what it's going to be. By the way, follow me on Twitch. I'm going to be trying to do more of these. More tier list live streams? Yeah, I think so. I think that's the sort of thing I might do over on Twitch. Maybe I'll do a tier list now. No, I think I want to do another thumbnail because this is actually like work towards stuff that I need to do. And I've got a busy fucking month. Well, couple months ahead of me. Let me tell you, Q3 for Polyphonic. I think you're getting 8 more videos this year, or possibly 7 to 8 more videos this year. So it's gonna be a lot. Okay, so here's another technique that I've been doing a lot lately. What you're gonna do is you're gonna create 3 applied images, and go into the blending options and make each of them one of the. It's not gonna be September. No, nor is it going to be Zeptober. But Zeppelin is coming. So then, what you can do is you can just drag these. You've got each of your individual RGB channels, and again, this is another thing that was done. This is another thing that was done in like 60s effects. You've been asking that question a lot about musicians on videos from the 50s. I've made several videos on musicians from the 50s. I've made a Miles Davis video. I've made a Dave Brubeck video. I've made Sister Rosetta Tharpe, who's in the 50s. So yeah, I've done several musicians in the 50s. I've done Frank Zappa, who, I mean, his stuff isn't typically thought of as 50s. Not Frank Zappa, sorry, Frank Sinatra, LOL. But he was pretty active in the 50s. Actually, no, in the wee small hours of 55. Yeah, no, that's 100% in the 50s. I've done a lot of stuff on 50s musicians. Okay, I don't want to listen to Blues Traveler. Why did you cue that up? Someone give me a song to listen to. Or don't. I can find my own stuff too. I highly doubt I will ever do a video on a musician from the 2030s. The 2030s, I will hopefully be done with Polyphonic by then. But we'll see. Okay, I'm not liking quite how all of these are looking. So we're going to try one other thing. Otherwise, we might just keep it like this. Another thing that we can do is use a warp. And that way you're just pulling a little bit out, and it just gives things a little bit of an unfinished sort of vibe. Like, I kind of want it to look like the film's almost melting. And you can do smudges with this too. That's been my latest experiment, is smudging this stuff. Like, that's a really gnarly sort of... I wouldn't do this, like, full time, but... Oh, God. I should save. I haven't saved yet, guys. Great day, MF Doom. I will do that. I think warp was what I liked best. All right. You'll have to wait and see if October is Led Zeppelin month or November is. But let me tell you, October is spooky season, so... If Zeppelin month and spooky season both happened at the same time, I mean, Zeppelin have some spooky stuff, but all right. And just add a little more vignette on the top, just to really focus us in on the center. We want to pull the eye inward. I mean, there's a nice eye line here that works well, because, like, if you look here, let me just get a line and draw. Like, if you look there, basically what's happening is, like, that is drawing your eye in here, and then the tilted frame is drawing your eye up. So there's two lines going, like, there's a line going there, and there's a sight line going right across there, and the place that they kind of intersect is right at the start of Zeppelin month. That's the sort of thing that you just kind of have a feel for. Rogtash. So this is just the thumbnail. So I am going to save this as a PNG, and then I'm going to remake something that looks like this as a moving animation in After Effects. It will not be the same thing. All right. Let me show you. Here's another one that I made last night. I'm very proud of this one. But a lot of the time, Rogtash, I will use the video as or the thumbnail as a kind of aesthetic guide. I find it easier to play around with Photoshop. There's just less moving parts, so literally, like, less moving parts on the screen. So it's a lot easier to kind of, like, get an aesthetic down, and then once you've worked it out, you can kind of reverse engineer it. Boris CA, what I want to be doing in the 2030s is sitting at a cottage writing books, maybe. I'm working on a novel. That's probably my... Yeah, by the 2030s, I would like to be a published writer. Yeah. I've been on a bit of a kick lately. This, I think, is one of the best things I've ever made, thumbnail wise. It's not coming out. It was supposed to be coming in October, but for reasons, it's gonna be pushed a little bit. And then let me find. I'm pretty happy with this thumbnail. It's very simple, but it gets the job done. I could probably give this the film look too, but I think there's something very striking about just Bela Lugosi like that. Red Sun by Thin White Rope. Alright. Well, I think with that, I think we'll probably just call it for today. I've got some other ideas for stuff, but I need to work them out a bit more. I don't know if I'm about the distortion. I might... Maybe that's... No, I think I actually just prefer it straight. Um, I'm glad the Photoshop stuff can be helpful. Um, oh no, when I say writing books, KT Guitar, KD, I am not talking about like nonfiction books. I'm talking about like I'm writing a novel. Oh yeah, no people like the melting one. I'll leave this to you guys. Yeah, is it better melting or normal? I think. I mean, I can add the vignette on normal. Maybe I'll add the vignette on this so we can get um a clear look. I might actually. I'm not gone yet. I'm gonna pull these up so that you guys can get a side by side comparison, and decide which one you like better. Um, yeah, I'm currently working on the second draft of my debut novel. The plan is to be sending it out to agents and stuff by next year. All right. This song is fucking sick, by the way. Red Sun by the Thin White Rope. All right, we saying top is better or bottom is better? Are we saying top or bottom? And then I'm probably gonna head out. One for top, one for bottom, another for bottom. Here's some close-up looks. There's top up close versus bottom. All right, everyone seems to like the bottom better. We'll stick with the bottom. Katie guitar. Nice. Unfortunately, there's no verse option. Otherwise, I'd go with that. Alrighty. I think we've got our visual concept for, Zeppelin month. So keep an eye out. Also, for all the people asking when the date was, like what month it is, it literally says on the fucking thumbnail, when the first video is dropping. All right. Yeah, I like Death Grips. But generally, the questions that I'm answering are... And thank you for your video suggestions, CO. Yeah, but the US does their dates backwards. The US... It's not the US's fault. Literally, it is, you go day, month, year. It is the easiest, most intuitive way. You are going from the most precise thing to the most vague thing. I can't, America, get your head out of your ass. Also, for those of you that are asking if it's August 8th, what date is it? It is September 28th, 2001. So if I was doing something on August 11th, why would I be making a teaser for it now? I'm lecturing you guys. And with that, I am going to head off. Am I Canadian? Yes, I am Canadian. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for your super chats. Go follow me on Twitch. Also follow me on Twitter if you're not already. And please get everyone to subscribe to me. I really want to get to 1 million so I can do a face reveal. And yeah, also follow me on Twitter. Because I'm almost at 10,000 followers and I want that sweet K next to my name. Alrighty.